Hey everybody, Punisher88 here, coming to you once again with another installment of the lame supervillain of the week. Now, before I get started, I just want to say I hope everyone had a great weekend. I hope you guys got a lot of cool geeky goodies and whatnot. I know this past Sunday was a Retro Expo here in Montreal, so to those of you who went, I hope you guys got a lot of cool toys, action figures, and whatnot. I myself was not able to attend, but that's okay because after checking their Facebook page, apparently there's a summer retro expo in the works, so I'll try to make that one. Also, I wanted to mention to all my viewers and everything, um, I apologize for not posting a video on Saturday. Basically, the reason for that is wasn't really. I'll be honest. I wasn't really up to making a video Saturday. It was just there was a lot of stuff on my mind and whatnot, So I was having a rough week and everything. And if if I just don't feel like if I don't feel up to making the video, I don't really want to force myself because then the video's just not going to be great to watch. So that's why Saturday, sorry, Saturday there was no video. But don't worry, I'll make it up to you guys this Saturday, being you know Valentine's Day. Sorry to be such a downer when I say it like that, but I just not a fan. Anyway, so I'll try to do something really special for that. Maybe I'll do a double Valentine's Day book special thing. What I don't know. I'll I'll get I'll get there when I get there. But the main thing is I'm back. So yeah. Also, again, I know this was supposed to go up yesterday, but once again, forgetting my notes at home and not wanting to half-ass it and everything and just wing it. I wanted it to be done right, so I'm doing this video today. Alrighty. So anyway, without much more rambling in this intro, um, what do you say we get to our lame villain of the week, shall we? Alrighty. So you guys just sit tight and I'll be right with you. But first, cue that intro music. Hey everybody, welcome back. So last week we took a look at a DC villain by the name of the Ten-Eyed Man. Well, this week we're taking a look at a Marvel villain by the name of Stilt-Man. He made his first appearance in Daredevil issue number 8 in June of 1965. And the character was created by the team of Stan Lee and Wally Wood. Now, since there's been more than one person to take on the Stilt-Man persona, I decided to keep this more about the original Stilt-Man, the very first one, who went by the name of Wilbur Day. He was born in New York City, and as a scientist, an inventor, and an engineer, he was employed by a man named Carl Caxton, who invented a hydraulic ram device. Well, later on, Wilbur stole Caxton's designs and used them to engineer a pair of telescopic metal legs. which allowed him to tower high over the ground. He incorporated these hydraulic stilts into an armored battle suit, um, which he created to use in robberies as the professional criminal Stilt-Man. Now, I'm not making this up. He battled Daredevil and was seemingly shrunk into nothingness when he was accidentally hit by get ready, an experimental molecular condenser ray. That was pretty hot for 1965. So to me, it just sounds like a tongue twister and a half. But anyway, um, his return from the limbo-like microverse was later recounted on and in other stories and such. He also attempted to help various villains on his return, only to be beaten by Daredevil in the process. Now, besides Stilt-Man's long and yet unsuccessful career against Daredevil, he also encountered some other superheroes. Like when he was hired by the Los Angeles mob to try and kill the Falcon. Didn't work. And in the process, he stole various weapons and devices from the Trapster, who is a character I'm not too familiar with, but I will check him out. Later on, Stilt-Man was given a special new battle suit constructed of secondary adamantium. Now, I know you guys know what adamantium is, right? Okay, Wolverine's claws. Okay, anyway. So yes, he was given a new battle suit constructed of secondary adamantium and was fitted with additional weaponry and such. So he got some new gadgets on his suit. And after he got this new suit, he decided to do this bust where he stole some radioactive isotopes. It didn't go too well for him because in the process of stealing these isotopes, he crossed paths with Thor. Well, the two got into this fight. Thor won, obviously. He stripped Stilt-Man of his suit and confiscated it pretty much. Well, later on, Wilbur Day, I just got the suit back, and, excuse me, was tricked by this small-time crook named Turk Barrett, who we find out was even a bigger loser than Wilbur Day. Because I got to admit, Wilbur Day was, they say he was a scientist or whatever, engineer and all, but he wasn't too smart. Well, anyway, this guy Turk Barrett, we find out, was even dumber than Wilbur Day. But as dumb as he may have been, he had some smarts to actually steal Wilbur's suit and take on the persona of Stilt-Man. And in doing this, Turk contacted the Kingpin and offered to become his new assassin, only to be refused. Well, Wilbur Day got pretty pissed off about this, so he contacted Daredevil and told him of a weakness the suit had, so Daredevil could take him down. So after Daredevil got into a fight with Turk Barrett as Stilt-Man, Wilbur Day basically got the suit back, and upon receiving it, he made some modifications, because since he told Daredevil how to take down the suit, he made modifications to it so that wouldn't work if they met in the future, or later on, whatever. So now, after these modifications and everything, Wilbur Day wanted to go back out and regain his reputation as this badass villain. Badass. And he tried to do that by taking on Spider-Man. So they got into this big fight and everything, and in the process, Stilt-Man almost got killed. And when this whole chain of events was going on, Spider-Man saved Stilt-Man, and upon doing this, Stilt-Man decided to basically, you know, return the favor by not taking the opportunity to kill Spider-Man. Um, Later on, Stilt-Man continued to make more appearances in various Marvel comics, where he has continued his criminal career and fought several superheroes, but without much success. And I kind of feel sorry for this guy. He's got one heck of a losing streak, man. You can see why I put him in the lame supervillain category, or why I chose him, I mean. Anyway, one of Stilt-Man's most, I guess you could say, famous appearances was during the Armor Wars storyline in the Iron Man comics. But as much of a famous appearance it was of Stilt-Man's, it wasn't very long-lived. Because basically, when he went against Iron Man beat him by pretty much ripping off one of his legs and throwing it at him, and it knocked him out. That was it. That's the big battle between Stilt-Man and Iron Man. Later on down the road, when Daredevil's secret identity was exposed by a local newspaper, upon hearing that Matt Murdock, Daredevil anyway, denied all these allegations that he was Daredevil and everything, Wilbur Day basically went to see him, and he said he had enough of all this, this whole ordeal of what was going on in the papers and everything. He said he had enough, and he was retiring as Stilt-Man. So from that time, from the time of Wilbur Day retiring, he was just Wilbur Day again. He wasn't Stilt-Man anymore. He was doing his own thing. That was that. So we didn't hear from him for a while. Then, when the Superhero Registration Act came around, and the government basically offered Day a chance at redemption. Well, he signed up with the government and was outfitted with this new suit of armor. And with it, he was to serve as a law enforcer during the whole Civil War story. Well, unfortunately for Day, one of his assignments led him into a conflict with the Punisher. Both were tracking a convicted child pornographer who was already in FBI custody. Well, the Punisher ended up paralyzing Stilt-Man and then just shot him at point blank range and killed him. For those of you who are wondering about the pornographer who was getting away, he was killed later on as well. I know that sounds pointless, but you never know. Maybe there's one of you out there who's wondering. And then, to go out with a bang, at Day's funeral, which was held at this place called the Bar with No Name, a bunch of villains that Stilt-Man had associated with, such as Rhino, Armadillo, Xanadu, etc. They were all there, all in one place pretty much. And during the funeral, there was a lot of different, emotions going on. And it's pretty cool to see this in the comic. We see it go from sadness, and it's turned to remembrance, which is then turned to high spirits, and then it eventually leads to an all-out fight. I mean, like, brawl, I'm going to rip your head off kind of thing. We saw these villains fighting each other in this bar. And while this is all going on, Spider-Man shows up, and basically to end all the violence going on. But then, towards the very end of the comic, the bar is blown up by the Punisher in an attempt to kill all the villains inside. And as the scene ends, the final chapter, in this whole, ending of Wilbur Day, there's a little blurb, and it says, They all had to get their stomachs pumped and be treated for third-degree burns. I just think I thought that part was funny. So anyway, that's pretty much the ending life of Wilbur Day. He started off, stole these plans and was then killed by the Punisher. Some of his powers and abilities. Well, Day is a competent, yet not so genius. He's an engineer and an inventor with degrees in physics and mechanical engineering. He's also a moderately talented disguise artist. Day of Day often uses a gun capable of producing a potent stun gas. He's also used gas grenades, a charged particle beam blaster, a vacuum device, an electrified exterior for his suit, and various devices. And he's also used various conventional weaponry, probably when he got his suit outfitted and everything. Stilt-Man designed and constructed his battle suit, which increases his strength tenfold, enabling him to lift approximately, sorry guys, still can't talk here, approximately 1,500 pounds. The suit's telescopic legs contain hydraulic rams, which allow them to be used which allows them to be used as battering rams. There we go. And they're able to stretch up to 250 feet and also allow them to walk up to 30 miles per hour, or 48 kilometers per hour for you Canadian folks. Other versions of Stilt-Man have showed up in the comics, such as in the House of M storyline. Stilt-Man is shown as a just regular human using technological equipment who is then arrested by the FBI's Brotherhood. In the Marvel Zombies storyline, Stilt-Man is seen as part of the horde of zombified supervillains attacking Galactus when he arrives on Earth. Also, a zombified Stilt-Man appears in the limited series Marvel Zombies 3. He is among the group of zombies guarding the compound run by the zombified Kingpin. He's referred to as a roving sentry with unlimited sight lines. He confronts a man who's attempting to escape the compound, and as he's making his escape, he teases Stilt-Man with how their similarities are so alike, and how they might have actually been friends. And then Stilt-Man, he wonders if Machine Man is being serious, and we find out he's not, and Stilt-Man is quickly destroyed. Even as a zombie, he's destroyed so quickly. Poor guy, man. Anyway, some other issues Stilt-Man has made appearances in are as follows. We have Daredevil number 8, which he made his first appearance in. Thor 269, where he has that battle after stealing the isotopes. Amazing Spider-Man 237, which is, I believe, where he has that fight with him, and almost kills him, blah, blah, blah. Iron Man issue 225, the whole Armor War thing. Daredevil Volume 2, issue 41, which is where Daredevil's identity is, leaked or whatever. Punisher War Journal Volume 2, number 1, which is where the Punisher kills him. And Punisher War Journal Volume 2, number 4, which is where they show Stilt-Man's funeral. So, I hope you enjoyed this, episode 2 of the lame supervillain of the month. Week. I'm really sorry, guys. I just can't talk today. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. I plan on doing more of these. I enjoy doing these. These are fun, And like I did mention before I started this series, I do plan on doing um, a lame superhero every now and then as well. So don't worry, there's going to be variety, and maybe no, I don't want to get too ahead of myself. Excuse me, but maybe occasionally I'll do a best of as well. I mean, there's the lame, there's got to be the best. So maybe I don't know. It's just a thought. So anyway, that's that. Stay tuned because after this, I do also have a little um, haul mail order type of dealio to cover for you guys. It's comic related, so yeah, it's cool. Anyway, um, if you guys watched my last two videos, um, you guys would know that I've been doing questions at the end of them. And in my last video I said that in my next one, which was supposed to be on Saturday, but that didn't happen, so I'm going to do it today. I said I would let you guys know what favorite um, my favorite issue 100 comic was and who my favorite Green Lantern was. So to answer those, my favorite Green Lantern, well, all in all, I gotta go with the original first. And I mean the original. We're going Golden Age comics here, which is Alan Scott. But if I had to choose Silver Age or whatever you want to call it, I'd have to go with the first Green Lantern, Hal Jordan. I mean, I don't know if it's a thing, if I have a thing for, you know, fighter pilot turned superhero. I don't know, but I like Hal Jordan. I know at times in the comics he was a real prick, but I just like Hal Jordan. So, and again, Alan Scott. And my favorite issue 100. Well, that's a tough one because there's quite a few. If I had to go with favorites, it would be a toss up, like for story wise or whatever. It would be a toss up between either. Actually, no toss up. I mean, I really liked Web of Spider-Man issue 100 because that's where he got his the metallic spider suit, which looked really cool. It slowed him down, like they'd say in the story, but it still looked really cool. And if I had to go for a favorite 100 issue based on the cover, that would probably be a toss-up between the Amazing Spider-Man issue 100 with Spider-Man with the black and white background with all the different characters, or Iron Man 100. It just looks cool. He's standing there breaking the big metal beam over him with the 100 in back. Looks awesome. So, now you guys know what I think. I'd still like to hear what your guys' favorite, issue 100 or Green Lantern is. But for today, my question is this. Who is your favorite Marvel villain? And tomorrow, in the Thursday comic review, I'll let you guys know what my favorite villain is. Alright? So that's it for now. I'm going to cut this here at 20 minutes. I didn't mean for it to go this long, but with my detail and babbling and whatnot. So yeah, if you like this video, check out some of my other stuff on my channel. I do new videos every supposed to be Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. I do comic reviews, loot crate unboxings and whatnot. So if you like that kind of stuff, before leaving, make sure to click that subscribe button. And anything on your mind, leave me a comment or whatever. I always like hearing from my viewers and subscribers and such. Alrighty? So, till tomorrow, this is Punisher88 signing off. See ya!